name is David Klink. My Chinese name is Dai Wei. It's a special place. I've been here since before the Greater Bay Area. This is my home, so home is where you are. I'm from Canada. I've been living in China now for half of my life, which is 22 years now. 20 years in Guangzhou and now 2 years here, Qingyuan. I run a Canadian restaurant here, a Quebec restaurant from my province. I didn't know anything about Qingyuan before opening the restaurant here. It's a coincidence. Now I'm part of Qingyuan, Qingyuan's part of me. We're part of each other. It's yuanfen. It's a special place. When we designed this place, my concept was to make it like my home. You come to my home and you eat my mother's cooking. So the furniture is all shipped in from Canada, from my father's home. All the furniture except for 2 tables. The food, every recipe is either from my mother, from my grandmother, from aunts, uncles, other friends. So whoever can cook a certain dish very well, we take that recipe and we train the staff to cook that. So why also all the recipes are real. We don't change anything. We do them exactly the way they would be made in Canada. Actually refused to put a sign on the street saying the restaurant is this way. We're in the village. A lot of people said put a big sign on the street, and I said, nah, I really want to feel like home. We have a glass door. It's always locked, so you have to ring the bell and then we can open the door. That makes it more like a home. So we want to keep the atmosphere as quiet as possible. Tables are really far away, so it really feels like you're in like somebody's living room. You come to the place and you have a home-cooked meal. Half the reason that I opened the restaurant is to share food. The other half is to share culture. But I don't see this place as just a restaurant. I see it as a place where 2 cultures can meet. I don't think foreigners have ever come here. When we came here, there's nothing here. So there's no commercial anything. There's not even a little store like a xiaomaibu. The only people who live here are the villagers. It's like a very small kind of universe inside, like a little bubble. And then we came in and everybody was very confused at the beginning. They didn't understand really. And then I would say hello to everybody I saw. And then they started calling this place Hello Tun, which is Hello Village. Hello. How are you? Hello. 散步，散步，吃饭了吗？
没去。
哦，还没吃。
饭了。
应该差不多呀，差不多。你们在煮吗？我要5点40，差不多要吃饭了。那我们回去。OK。拜拜。When they say hello to me, when I say hello to them, it's real. Like there's no acting or anything. It's just pure. We're neighbors. Actually, we're the same. And they don't look at me like I'm here from the outside. I feel like I'm from the inside. It's just my home. And you don't have to treat me differently because I look different, or I treat you differently because you look different. We're just like super okay. Very good. Comfortable life. But when I want to relax, I go back to Guangzhou for a couple of days. I write some songs. I record stuff. I still do what I love, and I don't do that for money. That's purely for the soul. I have a very strange philosophy towards the idea of home because I've lived in so many places and I've had actual homes in so many places. Is like where you are right now. So right now, my home would be this restaurant. When I'm in Guangzhou, I feel 100% like it's my home. I don't miss Qingyuan, I don't miss Canada. And then when I come to Qingyuan, I have this. I got my family here, which is my staff. I feel completely at home. This is my home.
这都是他们自己包的粽子。
哦，谁包的粽子？
我们都有。这是娟姐的，我的。
哦，真的？
不一样的，3种都不一样。
我们今天就是端午节，就是吃粽子的日子啦。过节家里有什么都带点过来，大家一起吃，这样大家分享。
我吃一个这个，那2种粽子很不一样。
对啊，
都很好。对。
不同的人包的，不同地方包的，它都不一样。
I think for them it feels like having the big meal at home with the family, and for us it's like having a big meal with a family too. It feels very warm. It feels like home. My parents have been connected to China for the past 22 years. I'm the one that connected them to China. They feel like they're coming home when they come to China. And my dad, to see his furniture everywhere. My mom cried when she walked in. They're just happy to be here, and they feel at home.
I love Qingyuan. The first day I came, my son took me to the forest and with the bananas, the fruits, and all around here. I thought Qingyuan was a very small village. But the next day, he took me to Qingyuan city. And I said, oh, this is big, this is beautiful, by the river. I love it.
My mom is much more sociable, outgoing, open, and just everything. Go, go, go. She's a bit crazy. She's just out every day meeting people. She talks to the villagers, everybody. She doesn't know what they talk about. They don't know what they talk about, but they do a lot of communication, and they all love each other. It's really, really nice to see. And then I take them far into the mountains to go get pomelos, but it's really deep in the mountains. So off the small road onto a smaller village road, and then off the village road into the dirt. But both my parents loved it. My dad has a very good personality, very good guy, but he's not so open and sociable. Once we were walking in the park, just over there by the river, there were people dancing in the park. And suddenly he just started dancing. I took my phone out, my dad's dancing. Got addicted to dancing. It's so funny. But I guess there was something about the music or something about so many people dancing together in the park, and then he just started doing a little... But he told me he loved that Chinese culture, and that Western people should learn from that and just dance in parks.
What's that? I can't do it. Why can't you do it? Because I'm not coordinated. I can't move my legs separately from my arms.
The other day I talked to my dad, and I was talking to him on the phone. He's in Canada right now, and he says, the other day I went to the park, and there was a Chinese guy playing an instrument in the park. He said, I went to talk to him, and we talked and talked and talked. And he says he wanted to thank me. Because before I'd be afraid of him, but now I feel when I see a Chinese person, it's like family. So I just want to know more, like I just want to talk to them. But before, because the face was different, you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do, the accent is different, you don't know if they speak English or whatever. But after having come here and been around Chinese people so much, it just feels like it's family. When I heard it, I was crying on the phone. I was like, wow, that's so touching. Like, what the hell? The first time he tells me a story like that. Yeah, and it was this week. Well, we are foreigners, but it's okay. And the only way that we're foreigners is just because we come from a different place, but it doesn't mean we're different. It was very special, actually, because yesterday was a very important festival in China. It's a dragon boat festival. We also went dragon boating, which is very nice. I really enjoyed the dragon boat thing today. It's just crazy because of the firecrackers going off all the time. But amazing for atmosphere. Explosions everywhere, and people are laughing. People in the boat, like sometimes they're very serious and they start laughing, and I don't understand what anybody's talking about. Some people are really going hard. Some people are doing with the rhythm. Some people are completely off the rhythm, and nobody cares, and nobody takes it too seriously. Everybody was smiling. Lots of people came to watch. Really, like, very festive, very, very cool. It was really, 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 really great. Like, feels like another world.
Okay, 走了，土地我们来了。
I love all the stuff that makes China very like Chinese. The Baishen temples and all the ceremonies people do, and worshiping the ancestors, the alcohol and the tea. I love it all. That to me is the most amazing. But for me personally, the most important part about culture is not all that stuff. I think the thing that makes a country special is the way that people are in their daily lives, because it's just living here, it's life. But I've been living here all my life. To me, it's more like a feeling that I get. It's like in my blood now, right? So it's modern people and the way that they actually are. I have been here since before the Greater Bay Area. Before they were all separate cities, and now, then it became the Greater Bay Area. They then started building a lot of highways between the cities, so there's no real borders between the cities anymore. And then they started building trains and subways between the cities. It's crazy. It just completely affects my life. It's amazing. Because we're right next to the Greater Bay Area, I think maybe 85% of our clients come from the Greater Bay Area. So from Guangzhou, which is the nearest city, people come from Shenzhen, people come from Zhuhai, people come from Foshan. The people come from all around, and they come for a meal. Sometimes they hang out in Qingyuan for a couple of days, which I really like because I can attract people to the city and they go and do other stuff here, which is very, very nice. I think the biggest change is there's a new Canadian restaurant. And everything suddenly became a little bit more beautiful because every day when I actually walk to the restaurant from home every day. When I walk down the street, my mood is good. Like I see all this green stuff, like lots of bamboo, lots of banana trees, 芭蕉树, which is super cool, and villagers are there they're working their land. And I just feel, this is so perfect. You come to my home and you eat my mother's cooking. This is my home. My home would be this restaurant.